Okay, go for it. What's the first strategy?
Okay, so what a lot of people don't know as a tool, so when we work with buyers and sellers, we have a little toolbox, right? And we don't take all the tools out at once. You know, we have a game plan and then we use tools as the process goes on. And one of the tools we use is called a rate buy down. Okay. And again, I've been in the business for a very, very long time and it's confusing for me. So I'd have to guess it's confusing for everyone else.
Yeah.
So if you have questions, please reach out so we can get into more detail. But basically, what you can do is if you're a buyer and you're writing an offer, you can ask for what's called a seller concession. And I can jump into that. But basically, we use that concession to buy down your interest rate. Okay. Now, if there's a multiple offer situation, you're probably not using this tool because you're not going to look as attractive as other, other offers. But basically what it does, a seller concession is saying, hey, my buyer needs closing cost. Can you give my buyer $5,000 at closing for closing cost? Pre-pandemic, everybody asked for closing cost. Now it's kind of unheard of.
Really?
Yes, because it's so competitive. You know, there's not a lot of inventory, so a lot of houses have multiple offers. Again, this is a confusing topic to go over, you know, in a TV segment,
Right.
But it's so important for people to at least know that it exists and for them to be able to ask more questions.
100%. Okay, there are some buyers out there, they're thinking today's rate mean I can't afford to buy. What's the reality though?
So I think the number one thing holding buyers back, keeping them on the sidelines, are interest rates. And it's wild to me, but I always joke, like, you don't know what you don't know.
Yep.
And when it comes to real estate, I know it all. At least I hope, at least I think I do. And so I know that they're making a mistake by not asking more questions, because interest rates should not be a reason why you're not buying a house. You can always refinance them later. And there's always ways that you can work to get, it's not about the interest rate, it's about what can you afford monthly, right? So if you can afford $2,000 a month, do you care if the interest rate is 6% or 7% if you can find the house you love and pay $2,000 a month?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it probably doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I think emotionally people are connected to an interest rate when really the issue is how much are you comfortable paying? And if we can get you there, who cares what the interest rate is? And so a rate buy down is a great option. So for a quick example, let's say that we're writing an offer on a $300,000 house.
Okay.
Okay. For it to meet your monthly budget, so let's say that's $2,000 a month, and you offer $300,000. If $300,000 doesn't hit your monthly budget, and you go, well, I'd have to offer $285,000. Well, that's $15,000 less for the seller. It's not very attractive. But if we pay $300,000 and ask the seller for a $5,000 concession, the seller's still getting $295,000. So it's that your offer's $10,000 more, but that $5,000 we can do a rate buy down, and your monthly payment is the exact same. So again, it's confusing talking numbers,
Right.
you know, in the air like this. But if you got a $5,000 credit from the seller and did a rate buy down, your monthly payment would be the exact same with you offering $300,000 than it would be if you offered $385,000.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a seller and you have an offer for $300,000 or $385,000, what are you taking? Right? Exactly. Well, if you're taking the lower one, you need a different real estate agent, you know?
This is so interesting. You know, honestly, the more that you know, and the fact that you're also mentioning that the monthly payments are negotiable.
Correct.
There's a lot of people who believe if the monthly payment looks like this, I can't take it, that's too much for me, we have to move on.
Sure. Well, and when we say it's negotiable, obviously you can't negotiate with the bank.
Right.
You can't go, hey, I would love to pay less.
Right.
I mean, their phones would be ringing off the hook with everyone who has a mortgage, right? But what we can negotiate is that buy down.
Yeah.
So if we do a buy down, your rate will change by a couple $100s a month. Now, let's say you're in a multiple offer situation and there's no way we're going to get the seller to give us a concession. As a buyer, you can do a rate buy down with your lender. So if the interest rate is really the one thing holding you back, then just reach out, let us connect you. We have multiple trusted lenders. We don't have any one specific one that we work with. And just ask them, hey, what would it look like if I did this? What would it look like if I did that? I think the biggest thing holding people back to, one, building wealth, two, owning real estate, really anything is fear and lack of knowledge. And so just ask questions. Just because you call us or a lender doesn't mean you have to do business with us. Get all of the information for you to make the best financial decision for yourselves and your family.
great advice. You're going to get a lot of people calling you today, Lauren, on that rate buy down.